Episode 582 of the TV Dudes, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, Season 2.
This week we're talking Titans with the best non-lasso shows on Apple TV.
Yes, it's Russell versus Russell. Well, not versus. Russell and Russell.
It's the Russells.
They're not in the same
Russell
timeline,
Sprouts.
but yes, the Russell Sprouts. As the monsters tussle. Russells and tussles.
Russells and tussles.
Indeed. Work with me here. Come on.
Absolutely.
We love season 1, and
Did we
season
ever?
2 is so far thrilling us. So let's talk Monarch.
Indeed. But first, I'm Nick.
And I'm Les.
And we're the TV Dudes. And you know Axis Monday and the Monarch crew isn't all we watch this week, Les.
Good band name, though.
To
the Diaries.
Axis Monday and the Monarch!
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine and nothing else.
Shock. Stunned.
I watched our
Stunneth.
I watched our desserts, but really I was just watching some more Brooklyn. I think Peacock already has Primate out too, so maybe we'll give that a rewatch at some point. But
A little bit of monkey business.
yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine and fucking MS3K. I would say Last Week Tonight, but I've actually been watching some more news, which is kind of like Last Week Tonight, with even a more frustrated, good lord, we're all gonna die.
Yeah. No, we're gonna talk about Paradise later.
Where
are you at in Brooklyn?
Season 3.
Oh yeah.
But because I went back and restarted because the Netflix seasons I was watching started at 4.
Okay.
And went up to and then they went up to 7, and then they switched over and went to 9.
Weird. Okay.
Or 5, I forget. But they had 2 chunks and when they flipped, but each chunk was a later season chunk.
Okay.
Currently, Netflix has from whatever season to the end. Like they have the last chunk,
the NBC chunk or something.
Yeah, which might be the. But then they do that with a lot of shows. They don't have all the they don't have all the episodes on for whatever reason.
Yeah, we've entered definitely a more splintered packaging.
Well, it'd be like, okay,
streaming.
is it cheaper to charge based on just certain numbers of seasons? Because I've seen that with they've never had all the seasons of any shonen anime like Naruto or Bleach or anything like that, but they'll have a couple of the seasons, and I guess their plan is like, okay, maybe that's the same thing as cable for kids today. I would imagine. Okay, my parents have Netflix, but they won't pay for Crunchyroll or anything else.
Right. So
I'm stuck at school with all the kids telling me about of anime that they're watching, but I have to wait until it comes on Netflix.
Regular shit. Yeah, you gotta wait till it drops down to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, like back in the day of having well, your parents have cable. Yeah, but what cable?
I remember the first time a kid from my class brought me home, and he had downloaded the Japanese dub of a bunch of anime, and was seasons ahead. At this point, they weren't. Right now, you could basically do same day, day and day. Like it might take a day before but this was way before. They'd have a whole season and a half that they were working on doing the dub for, and I was like, it was like looking into the future. I'm like, what do you mean you
already know that this character's
you already know everything going down. That's to me that was a fucking crazy reveal. But other than that, just the desserts for this week. What about you?
Well, I've kept up with my Paramounties.
Paramounties? Is that what we've decided?
That can't be the name. Elspeth, Tracker, and Watson, and Ghosts, and all of that.
You have told me a lot about all the other ones, but not about Elsbeth at all.
You know all about Elspeth. It's Elspeth. I mean,
Like,
it's not the same Elspeth as Elspeth was, but it's Elspeth.
There's just nothing new to tell me about Elspeth. Like, every once in a while, you'll tell me about a thing about Tracker or
they had
Matlock.
money trouble in the precinct for a while in Elspeth. Right now, she is dating a charismatic, up-and-coming mayoral candidate who's definitely full of shit.
Okay.
So I'm not sure where that's going. And her son, Teddy, is the one that has figured it out. And so that's being awkward.
Right.
But yeah, each one's just a quirky case. She did solve a wig-related crime that involved the candy button factory owner.
Oh, shit.
That dude's just a maniac in every role. And he's just awkward and everything. Wearing a series of increasingly ridiculous wigs. Or toupees, I suppose. But yeah, the Watsons remain good. They still have a lot of central plot line around the psycho character that I don't care for. Like, she's just irritating to me. Like, she's too much. But Tracker continues to be really fun. Ghost is exactly as cute as it's ever been. Yeah, they're all pretty fun. I did watch the first, I think 4 are out of the new Scrubs, but I think we're going to discuss it in a couple of weeks when there's a few more out. We'll catch up on a few of these things. The surprise thing that I watched, a couple of surprise things. There's a new show on Hulu, R.J. Decker with Scott Speedman.
Speedman!
Which is not his character name. That is the actor's real name. His character's name is the title of the show. R.J. Decker, Arj, as his friend calls him, is a South Florida ex-newspaper photographer who then did 18 months for assault and is now basically unemployable. So in South Florida, that I think makes you a PI by law. So he's now a PI. There's a lot of fun. Like, they move through some shit really quick in the first episode. Like, stuff that I really assumed was going to be, like, the case that haunts him all season. And no, they wrap that shit up in the first episode. Like, move on. But his ex-wife, because, 18 months, fuck a marriage up. His ex-wife is now married to the female detective that seems to really hate him. She doesn't really hate him. She just isn't... I didn't used to be in love with you. You're a fucking mess. But also, he comes in handy on cases, so she doesn't always hate him. And then his best friend is his ex-cellmate. It's just fun, trashy episode of the week cases. They also have some fun, not stumble level, but fun puns in the background. At one point, he has to go investigate somebody who's been feeding a body to a bunch of Venus flytraps, because Florida... and he has to go to an all-male review strip club in South Florida, and it's called Manatees. And hats off, R.J. Decker. I'm going to keep watching you. That's great. The real surprise was a different Bill Lawrence show than Scrubs. I think, co-written or co-produced by him, Rooster, with Steve Carell, and also John C. McGinley. Carell is a big name writer, but of, like, not literary novels. Like, he writes pulp novels, basically.
Sure.
But they sell. And so this is his alma mater, where his daughter also teaches, and they've wanted him to come back. I think it's his alma mater. His daughter teaches there as a professor. And they've wanted him to come read there forever, and he's always refused and not ever gone and done it. And he suddenly says yes now in the first episode because his daughter is kind of embroiled in a scandal. Her husband has left her for a grad student. He's also a professor there of Russian studies. Jamie Tart plays her husband, or soon to be ex, maybe. And in the first episode, like, he goes back there basically to make an excuse to see his daughter. Because, like, she won't accept help during, like, this, and he's, like, make an excuse to be on campus. Hey, I'm here. John C. McGinley's the dean of the school, and he's just a fucking train wreck. He's great. Then, in the course of the episode, though, Carell kind of agrees to stay on and take an ongoing lecture position there. through some mishaps and everything. It is, when I saw Bill Lawrence's name pop up in the end, I was like, oh, that makes sense then. Because all of the lines are zippy, the performances are great. John C. McGinley and Steve Carell in any conversation together is fantastic. But McGinley putting Carell through a steam sauna and then a cold plunge, while just like, yeah, isn't this great? You got to release the brown fat. Carell, like, brown fat's not real. You don't mean that. Like, McGinley is insane in this. I was absolutely shocked by how funny fucking Rooster was in the first episode. I wish I liked The Office more. I forget how fucking good Steve Carell can be. And I believe Connie Britton's going to be on it. She's not in the first episode, but I'm definitely looking forward to more of Rooster. We caught up on the last 2 weeks of The Rookie.
Yes, we skipped the Game Changer episode. That was a shame. We couldn't back that one as soon as it happened.
I don't know how we missed that last week. We were just both busy and missed that last week. When we looked up and went, is there a fucking Rookie backlog? and of all the ones, it was the one like waiting on. Like it was the Game Changer episode.
Yes.
So I don't know what I expected them to do. I was a little surprised that they went with the like, we're obnoxious comics who can't turn it off.
It's pretty broad. Like
it felt like a self-own when they're not well. I would have said you're not well enough known to self-own yet. That's just going to be who America thinks you are.
Yeah, but the subtle part of it would be we're not, like you said, we're not dancing monkeys, and then eventually they can't hold it together.
That's what I would have done.
But I was like, yeah, but no one knows.
I don't have a show though, so.
But no one knows them well enough for that to. They have to be funny every second they're on screen. No one knows.
Yeah.
Like I like
better to land a million jokes.
I like Game Changers, but I'm sure most of Rookie's audience think they've made up a show.
Absolutely. Well, they'll be surprised when they Google or they see an article saying that was real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I by the end of it, I feel like they make the right call. Them coming unglued in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
It was not Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Tell me why.
Yeah. Classic.
Which I still, God damn it! I heard that song in a restaurant the other night, and my brain filled in. Now number 5.
Now number 5.
Yeah, but it was still really good and reminded me why the Dropout crew is fucking funny. So I do think they made the right call because they're not well known enough. Throw 100 jokes at the wall, make sure that middle America. The broad rookie, the 4-quadrant rookie audience,
right,
knows that you're funny motherfuckers. And I did like we run into this drone kid again, who's from a previous episode that's working for him. So we've added him back in for the 2 episode punch that we got. I like the little flip of Dropout was going to stage a robbery as a gag, and it inadvertently just caused them to get robbed.
Yeah.
Like that was a pretty good, I think, resolution to that. Bringing on the drone kid for the next episode, though, all season we've been talking about Rookie doing these weird fucking one-off episodes. The Con Air episode.
Yeah.
The, like, international, whatever the shit that was episode.
The one they came back one, yeah.
The, like, one-off kind of serial killer episode.
Mm-hmm.
We had the weird Dropout crossover ep.
Yeah.
This episode was both one of the dumbest things they've done. They did it pretty fucking well. And then they hairpin turned it on a dime.
Yeah.
To like punch you in the face with a sad moment.
That
they really land and commit to. They don't go new metal nuts with the music in the middle of it or anything.
So they do a zombie episode, which I know you're thinking like, wait, didn't they do a faux zombie thing in a Halloween episode? Sort of.
And this is sort of
this
again.
This is still like, yeah, sort of again, which is weird because it has a subplot with Wesley and his case that he's working on that we have to just pretend is going on in the same universe as the fucking like.
It's like a cell phone radio dead zone around an abandoned mental hospital where the cleanup crew doing like a toxic cleanup abatement or whatever have gone rage virus nuts. The stunts of them I don't know where they got the stuntmen, but them run. I mean, they run headlong into everything.
They gotta be
and it's hilarious.
Traditional zombie stunt. Like there's like
that dudes
that are
torpedo jumps at that van and nails it. The guy that goes over the rail, like I realized it's right out. There's got to be a pad right out of frame, but still, he flips over that rail at very full speed. I love it. The one Harper knocks unconscious for a second and then handcuffs, and she gets up and runs full speed into that wall. Like,
yeah, in a way that like it reminds me of a Fall Guy, which is like, man, stuntmen are crazy for the fact that like they have to do a thing that's safely but make it look incredibly unsafe. Right.
I'm still not entirely sure what went into the bathroom head hit in
Dawn of the Dead. I honestly think that was a mistake, and that the stunt woman was not supposed to hit her head that hard on the fucking port. Like that's just there's a tacit agreement of like, hey, if you hurt yourself really bad, we're gonna use that take.
Right.
Like
I
that it wasn't for nothing.
I hope she's getting exactly the temperature pudding that she wants. Whoever's having to feed
you can fake a head hit. Like the woman that hits the wall in this episode, she actually kind of hits her shoulder first down, and then the camera angle switches real quick. So like, okay, so it looks like she runs face first into this.
Right. They sell it great.
But they cut around it, so I'm like, nah, she probably hit it shoulder thing, and they cut to another level so where that her shoulder hits first on a pad and then
kind of like the guy that goes over the rail. I know there's a pad just out of frame. The ground's not in frame when he does it, but I don't care. He does it so well, it sells it.
Well, also if you look close, he's like his arms hit the rail too.
Yep.
So like it's not just his arms, like so he's actually probably adding more spin with his arms to make it look like he's really going over.
No, he's doing his job. Like it's not just a matter of hiring your craziest cousin. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, run over that thing for real, man. I'll put a mattress down. In
a way that I'm pretty sure that the woman from Dawn of the Dead was like, okay, she fucking got a concussion. She is not supposed to hit that on the edge there. That's porcelain.
Rookie does a dumb thing and then flexes and does it. Like, this was actually, the stunts were great. This was a fun, like, holy fuck.
It's like
he just kept cutting to text, just cardio, just running.
Yeah, he was just running. Like, he could outrun.
When he opened the back of the truck and had to circle around it once, and
cardio.
It was straight up like cardio, like dropping those keys. God damn it! So getting all the way through all that, obviously so the drone kid comes back this episode and wants a ride along and picks. He's like, well, most of it's really boring. You're not probably gonna get anything. You and I were both like, bullshit, Rookie.
Yeah.
Most of your days are statistically the most insane. What's this one going to be? Is it your kid? I had my money on kidnapping. I did not have zombie apocalypse in a mental institution.
Well, in the way that, like,
I guess footage of all of it.
I guess we can assume there are days within the weeks we are not seeing that are boring
days, right?
But they would have to be so. Even out at all, they'd have to be so aggressively nothing happening.
So I thought, speaking of aggressively nothing happening, I really thought that we were opening on Bailey's job in DC to show us that it's an insanely boring cubicle office job that, like, yes, she is technically helping with a great thing that's very interesting to her on paper, but it's a lot of fucking paperwork and boring shit. And this is a woman that kicks doors in on fires and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they were showing us on purpose, like, tall, she looks long. It's Brazil level.
It's like a weird. I'm like, man, do the Pentagon actually make people work in those for like security purposes? Because that feels like.
Are you severanced?
Because I feel like you would go insane in there. That looks
like she's severed.
There are prisoners in solitary confinement that look at that and like, oh, well, that's nice. Like just like the she like, oh man, she hasn't gone to drawing on the walls yet. Good for her.
Right. Like they're watching. They're like, this is all just an experiment. Like she's just part of a psych thing. But instead, she gets called from the captain about the whatever he's still on the task force thing. That they've got. They think they have a lead on the mole or whatever that let that guy know how to plan that thing. And would you just go find out who's in this? Like, is that office vacant down the hall?
So the captain has an
Bailey's
interesting.
Like, fuck yeah.
The captain has an interesting storyline, considering they actually put a moral dilemma that I think is walks a line that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of wrong for being just immediately kind of shitty and mad about it, but also he's not wrong in the fact that he finds the glasses or whatever and feels like there's something going on.
Sunglasses and like a rosebud in his wife's car.
Yeah, and I was like, that could have an innocent explanation, but also that means that, bro did give her flowers one time.
Yep. And I love that Nolan's like, so hey man, there's two paths here. You go talk to your wife right now, or you snoop. And I'm telling you, just go talk to your wife right now. Just do that. But I can tell you're not gonna. Sorry, just do that.
But she says that
he lays like a sting down, cop style, and like, oh, I found these outside. Are they? Oh, I've been looking for those. And it's the dude's sunglasses. Which, like you said, he gave her flowers sometime.
And the fact that she didn't tell him that she was having these feelings before is like I was going to deal with this myself and hopefully never have to tell you. And that's that is an incredibly naive decision. You were just that's basically waiting for something to happen between you two.
Right. So when you fail at that, it'll be so late in the game to tell me that I will definitely be furious and it will blow up our lives.
Right. Honestly, it's like, man, it's good he caught this earlier because this was just going to get worse.
And he doesn't deal with it super quiet, but there's no fast enough to deal with it for them to continue working together right now here.
No, that's the interesting. The only reason they're doing this is because she wants to go do this job. That was the whole reason for the being separate and like, oh, okay, well, maybe we can separate and live our lives more apart then. And I would wonder if the show is going to go into like, cool, was this a thing where like, oh, it's easier to leave your husband because you're not really feeling him anymore, and all of a sudden you didn't think you needed that much constant relationship shit,
right?
But now this guy is giving it to you and you're like, oh wait, now I want it, or like, or is it really just what she says, like I do feel something for him while also feeling something for you. And into his credit, he's always like, well, I've never felt anything for anyone that was like it's not like he's never been attracted to anyone before or thought someone was cute or cool.
And I think what he really is wanting to say is that anytime that's ever come up at all for him, he had shut it the fuck down immediately. And she didn't quash it immediately and sounds like wanting to quash it now, but hasn't figured out quite how to, and that's terrifying to him. Yeah.
Also that means, because it's the solution here is, in a way that I fully believe humans can love another person and two people at the same time. Human feelings are messy, but also we're adults, we can talk about it, while simultaneously believing that these two can't work together, they will hook up.
Right.
Like, I really like having...
No. Like you said, like, one person can have... Well, we'll talk about it on Paradise in a bit.
Yeah.
One person can have a crush on the other person, but not both of you, and not, like...
both of you have...
That's just gonna make it so much...
That's just waiting for the time to be right between the two. Like,
that's gonna make it boil. It will. It just will. Y'all can't be in the same... Y'all can't work together.
Right. And so that's a problem for her. It's the whole reason she wanted to do this separation anyway, is this job. And
like maybe you should be able to grown up it and go to therapy or whatever. Like, no, the way to actually handle it is to just don't be there.
Yeah. And that sucks for her. There's no good answer for her, or find a way to get him out of there.
Right.
Like, but you two can't work together. You can't.
For real.
Like I don't know. I thought that was interesting. The zombie thing ends with Chen killing a guy that was zombified, which we were saying, like, they're victims.
So the whole time we were stunned. These guys are running at them crazy. It is fucking rage zombie nuts looking.
Right.
Short of throwing up blood, it's nuts. And the whole time we were like, I cannot believe, only because it's the cops on the rookie, that they haven't shot a bunch of these people.
Mm-hmm.
By the middle of the episode, even I'm like, God damn it, you could Schwarzenegger them in the knees. Some of these people are fucking gonna kill y'all. And like, it's bad when I'm like, oh no, maybe Harper could shoot one in the foot. Like, that dude seems like a dick, man.
Well, we live in a world where, like, oh, maybe that was the thing, is that they were running at them unarmed. Cops shoot people that are running away unarmed.
Maybe.
Like, fuck.
So they do shoot them with a bunch of beanbags. That's not nothing. But then Chen one of them grabs a knife, and we were like, is it evolving? What the fuck? Like, he can use tools now? And this dude comes at her with a nasty looking knife, and it turns on, I mean,
a dime of all of a sudden he gets stuck with it, and it is it's the tragedy of this.
Like when the delusion wears off at the end of a Community episode or something. Did we destroy a 4-block radius for a paintball game? Oh.
And not in a way that judges the audience, like, how dare you have fun with this?
No,
like I didn't feel that at all.
Hey, game over. Like if you're running around playing tag and like somebody gets really hurt, and like, oh,
game over.
And good on Rookie for sticking. I mean, granted, you did notice immediately that as soon as that dude was dead, the zombie thing's just solved.
Yeah, the backup comes and it's solved, and all of a sudden they're no big threat anymore. Like, it's just
done. Like game is done. Everybody's parents come to pick them up instantly. Like before that kid's even done crying, and then we get slow-mo Tim. I do love them still beanbag shooting motherfuckers while Tim gets out of the car.
Where's Lucy?
Where's Lucy? And now Lucy's got to go through being photographed and going through all the
Well, she just had such a cute little arc with Tim and his mom, and like the separate text thread they were on. That was a cute little thing in the Game Changer episode. Like that was their thing in the Game Changer episode, was the text thread that she's trying to like get Tim to fucking.
How did you know that? That wasn't in the text thread.
There's a separate text thread without you.
Text thread without you.
But yeah, we're gonna watch Rookie forever until it's done.
Yeah, we're hoping this forever.
I don't know what it's doing to me, and like it's probably like, you know, not good propaganda or whatever. It's doing something insidious that I'm not noticing, but also I can't help it. It's just so fun. Like,
so do we want to move on to talk about Paradise?
Yeah, Paradise.
So we had this episode was the Mailman, Ep 5.
Yes, Ep 5.
So they've been clipping through this. We had those 3-episode drop, and then we had the 4th episode where he gains a baby. And now, at the end of that episode, Xavier finds the place that was broadcasting the radio signal and finds fucking Hazel from Umbrella Academy.
Right.
The titular mailman of this episode. So
what is that actor's name?
His name is Cameron Britton.
Cameron Britton? Okay. I'm going to forget that immediately.
Yep. I looked it up earlier and forgot it instantly. Cameron Britton. Yeah, he's fucking great. So this episode, man, Xavier rolls in hot. Like he had a lot of howdy there compassion for like total strangers who were meeting on the road
in a way that he probably wouldn't want to he doesn't like Gary. Is that his name?
Gary.
Cameron Britton's character is Gary in this, and he doesn't like Gary basically immediately.
Yeah.
And because Gary does look kind of like I'm a white guy that is that identified as your wife's partner. Like, he's my best friend for 3 years, and they took her, and like immediately knows that like, so my relationship with you and my relationship with my wife is probably closer than I want to think it is. But also, I only have your word to go on any of this.
Yeah.
And I don't fucking trust you.
And man, we've watched the backstory. This show is amazing. It does another kind of one-off Mythic Questy backstory, same as it did for Shailene Woodley's character, where we get to watch like Gary's a lonely fucking mailman who makes a friend over like a Call of Duty type game.
Yeah.
Enos.
Mm-hmm.
Normus P. Enos.
And
man, you talk about have like sad white dude energy and turn out to not be.
Man, when he showed up brown, I was fucking like flabbergasted. I was like, what? Yeah, my actual name's Ravi. Would not have guessed that.
Right. No, you can just call me Enos. It's fine.
I really thought we were in the Chet territory.
Right.
Like,
so they make friends, and Ravi's actually heard a little bit of the like, hey man, I think there's going to be an apocalypse and there's some guys building a bunker out in Colorado.
I think there's another thing that this show teaches us is that I'm immediately suspicious of Ravi because he's the incel-y weirdo.
Right.
And he got a hot nurse because that was important to him. It turns out the hot nurse is gay. And Hazel the whole time is saying like, well, my other best friend, what I thought was my best friend betrayed us and brought a bunch of people with guns here and they took them away. And
like any normal human, spoilers for Paradise, folks, like any normal human, I would have thought that meant that they kidnapped him at gunpoint, like the torch-wielding crazy fucks that, that he first ran into.
And so they're by this train yard or whatever, and Xavier scopes it out, and they need supplies. They're going to build a bomb. It's a whole developed plan. Meanwhile, we're seeing flashbacks of Terry and Gary as they are living in this bunker. I like that Gary is trying to save this kid. And it's what engenders us to Gary in the first place, is that he's just trying to save this kid. Ravi doesn't want to save him.
Right. Like, hey, man, we're going to a bunker that we've put together over years, prepping for a thing that it turns out has happened, but we have exactly enough food for the team we have put together. Yeah. There's a plan. That kid is an extra mouth, and then Terry's an extra mouth.
Right. Turns out she can make biofuel, so not
Turns out they needed Terry. I love that everyone in the bunker oversold their fucking abilities.
Absolutely, they did. I'm actually a fucking hospice aide.
Right. I'm really good at holding people's hands while they die.
Yeah.
And fucking Enos, Ravi isn't an engineer. He installs cable.
Right.
And honestly, Gary ends up being the one that actually comes through with his real shit. It sounds like Ruth knows how to garden.
Yeah.
But Gary's the one that actually, like, well, I work in a post office. It's kind of a nuclear bunker underneath.
They made a couple of these into a nuclear fallout shelter. And yeah, they plan this. Shit goes down. We see the other side of the phone call from Terry. And I like that Terry has to just accept that, like, hey, yo, man, you got to stay down here for like 3 years before we even attempt to go look for your family.
I love that the knock-on effect of, like, Gary's compassion for Bean, this kid he sees on his mail route, whose parents are fucking terrible. I thought they were dead. I think the dad still is. It's his compassion for Bean that gets them Terry.
Yeah.
Like, Bean actually is who goes and gets Terry out of the street.
It's more like everything in the show. Gary is like Billy, like way more complex than just what he first appears to be. So so I'm thinking, like, okay, Gary is going to handle, because he's in love with Terry, obviously, but she shuts that down, and he's out of the two people down here that are about to be rejected by their love interests. Like,
we're gonna watch Gary handle it well,
and Robbie's gonna betray the group, because he wants power or whatever, and. Through the course of it, you slowly start to see, and Xavier is quick to it too. Like, man, I don't know what you're hiding from me, Gary, but it's better to fess up now,
sooner than later.
Because he lets they find the other the nurse and the mechanic, and
who left
in the Thunderdome.
But and again, man, they left because they didn't like Enos.
Yeah, and
the Thunderdome,
and leaves the baby with them. Like, man,
Queen Tina Turner,
dude, you wouldn't even let me look at that baby, and you left him with strangers like that. And he gives the whole reasoning of, like, hey, my wife Terry was a real dick about story time. It was actually one of the only things we ever fought about.
And like, she let them do story time when she was down because she lifted too much for her scoliosis. Then that's important.
That's bad.
Those people,
like,
that's and that's great. But also, man, he's clocking something off Gary the whole time.
Well, Gary's knows what happened to them, but doesn't.
Also, why didn't he go get them for 12 days or anything? If he knows right where they are and where, like, or...
Yeah. In a way that I'm like, I think it's going to reveal that he didn't tell them about the train, like, because it turns out, like, there's this train coming in, and, of course, Ravi sees the nurse and the mechanic leave, and of course I'm at the point where I'm still thinking Ravi's gonna betray the group because he's shitty about it, and he makes a joke of, like, yeah, I know, hey, sorry about the girl, I know
she'll fall for me.
Yeah, she'll fall for me eventually, and he's genuinely joking at first. Like,
he even makes a shitty apology to Terry of, like, look, I don't like you, I may never like you, but I respect you.
And also, Gary was not wrong when, like, hey, Robbie was just wanted to feel important.
Right. Yeah. God, really perceptive. I think this is the most important he's ever felt. But also, everything Gary's saying about Robbie is also true for Gary.
And I like the flip on it, because I think Gary is nice. And also their race disparity doesn't
Right.
I kind of thought Ravi would have been played better as a white guy, but I'm like, oh, but now my trust is more in the white guy.
No, it was a way to sell it harder. Yeah.
And so I think Gary is handling this better because he's nicer about it. And it's the same reason of like,
and he is right up till he snaps harder.
Yeah. But because he's nice about it in a way that he doesn't think he'll ever have to follow through.
Right.
So what the consternation point here is they find the train. Ravi's like, hey, I don't know anything about the train. We're going to fucking check it out.
Right. Yeah, Bean finds the train.
Like we shouldn't all go look at the train. So they get let up and of course didn't know why yeah, we're hooking up with another party out west or whatever. I'm like, oh shit, that's
this
Link's
stupid kid
crew.
named after a video game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Link's crew.
And so I'm immediately like, so they didn't kidnap Terry, or if they did, it's way more complicated.
Yeah,
They're not.
It didn't go down like that.
Their whole thing is inviting people to, but they don't have actually time to like kidnap people, and like they actually have a schedule to fucking keep. And so explain them they're going to Colorado, and basically that shit all lines up, and fucking Enos is basically commiserating with Gary because like, hey man, I know you must have thought you had a couple more
like a long enough timeline. Maybe she was gonna
or he thought he was over it. Like, I know you had a couple more weeks to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And but you got to get your head around it now. They're gonna leave tomorrow, so like you got to get and trying to like almost tough love him and like, hey, I know you're in shell shock right now, but
we're still buds, man.
But
we still got each other.
But you got to go say goodbye to Terry right now. You're not going to get another chance to say what you need to say.
I had taken him saying earlier, him looking at like, oh yeah, she'll fall for me eventually. Look at us, loneliest guys in the world, which is what they used to say when they really were, when they were playing Call of Duty or whatever. And I took that as a sad moment for Enos of like, he's not letting go of it. He's bringing that back because he sees it for Gary, and I didn't yet.
He's actually like,
hey, bud, it'll be all right.
Yeah, he's trying to look on the bright side of it. Yeah. And he's just like realizing that, oh, he actually accepted the impossibility of what he wanted.
Right.
And Gary thought eventually
this is going to work out. Yeah.
So totally. Gary's trying to nice guy his way.
Eventually she'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked showing that the level of toxicity is like, man, you got to keep your eye on the fucking ball. Also that, hey, so there's no roving gangs of like, there's a couple people that are bad.
Right.
Like, but also like, hey, those people with the train, if they're smart enough to figure out how to run a train,
they're doing something.
They're actually doing something important. And like, I love the always on Paradise. It shocks me every time just because no other apocalypse show ever has the faith in humanity. But like every time the people show up and like, oh yeah, hey, we're cool.
Yeah. No, the swap meet's fine. The swap meet's been going fine for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we basically put it back together pretty quick.
And he fucking turns on and he shoots Enos
fucking
down in a way when the kid sees it. So that's going to break down immediately.
Right.
And I'm wondering like, dude, what did you do with these people? They're definitely not, if they're at the train, they went themselves.
Yeah.
And if you are trying to blow up the train...
Well, Bean would run straight to Terry.
Right. Terry would, like, obviously take Bean's side on it. She'd believe him. The other two, the gardener and the carpenter, are still there.
Right.
And I'm wondering, like, okay, so they're either locked in another basement somewhere else, and he's trying to get rid of your husband...
Or they all got to the train people and bailed immediately. Like, instead of tonight, we leave now.
And he's trying to make... I don't know what he's trying to make happen here.
Right. What's the plan? I don't know what Gary's long plan is. I cannot wait for next episode.
We do not see Terry and them at the train. Like they said, they're protecting something on the train.
Right. But we don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I fucking love this show. It's so good.
So good.
Well, that's going to bring us to our last dessert of the week. The Pitt. So I think we're both actually caught up. I'm going ahead and watching them to make sure that we get on the same one because it was killing me.
I mean, it's about time we get on the same page for like the second to last.
God damn. this
on
show
10?
being week to week, I don't know how long your shift's going to run. The water park collapsed now.
Yeah. This time it was like, this time I'm like, wait, I'm not sure why everyone's still here. Shouldn't some of them have gone home at least?
Well, and I like that Robbie's like, no, but seriously, we need the beds. Why are they still here? Well, this, and that. Well, why are they still here? Well, we haven't really gotten, okay. Well,
they need to be
the fucking bed. Move them.
Well, we need to clear the doctor. You need to clear them by a doctor. And
Right.
that was the reason he was mad at, what's her name for having a panic attack. And
Samira.
And I like that he apologizes later, but also that apology includes
He's a dick at the end of the apology.
Yeah, in a way that
I'm really sorry.
I
need you to stop feeling sorry for yourself and get back to fucking work.
In a way that he's, and it's a weird thing that I agree with him. Like, I shouldn't have said it that way, but that thing needed to be said. Get your fucking head out of your ass.
Right.
And
my demeanor was completely unprofessional.
To me, I would be somewhere around like, Jesus, take the call from your mom or do whatever you need to do, but take 10 minutes and get right.
Right.
But fucking, like...
But no, like, this is not... Because it hit a point in front of that patient where she couldn't ignore it anymore, but she was bad. Like, she was in a bad way for the whole previous scene.
Right.
From the time at the desk where the red phone rang and, trauma dispatch or whatever the hell she says. And, like, hey, it's your mom?
Right.
Like, from that point forward, she was already just, like, getting more and more peanut parent in terms of hearing everybody else.
Well, a bunch of other people keep telling her mom is calling, and her mom says it's an emergency, and maybe it's not. Maybe that's just what her mom is like.
And I have a bad feeling because it's television that this is the time when it fucking is. Mm-hmm. And, like, is she going to finally run into her mom when her mom comes through that door or something? Like, I don't know.
Right.
Or she gets a call that her mom's
But
dead.
also, if it's not something she can help with immediately,
right, then
it kind of doesn't really need to...
Yeah, stop fucking putting it on her.
She can't... Like, Robbie says go home or whatever, but also she can't leave. They're fucking slammed.
No,
they can't,
like,
they can't afford to have her... What he really means is, like, if you're not going to get right, go home.
I need you
but also
here.
Get right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, we're all fucking feeling it. I need you useful here.
Because, Mamdani comes at him later about, like, what will it take for you to get your fucking, like, empathy back?
Right.
And
because he used to be a better teacher than this.
Yeah.
Like, that's a shitty way to... And I think that's what he... In terms of, like, that shitty apology, that's what he's... There's a better way for me to have taught that to you. Like, for me to have gotten that lesson.
I'm sure there's going to be a lesson by the end of this that teaches Robbie something. But also, I think we hold that to our mentors and things like that to a standard of, like, hey, he doesn't have to be a great teacher every day.
Right. I feel like the people working with him, he's burned out. I mean, he was burned out a year ago when they were all like, 10 months ago when they were all like, hey man, should you be back today?
Well, he kind of he does not want to be on the same day. He wants Langdon to be back. He was
trying to avoid Langdon entirely.
He wants Langdon to be back a little bit while longer and then
after
reintegrate and then him be back to the focus where Robbie's back, not Langdon's back.
Right. Though I'm not 100% certain, not that he is planning to die on this trip or anything, but I'm not 100% certain that he isn't considering not coming back.
Right.
Because, like, he snaps at new Robbie. I'm blanking on her. Aladari?
Alashimi?
Yeah. He kind of snaps at her of, like, I just want to make sure this place doesn't fall to shit as soon as I'm not here.
Yeah.
And, like,
she proves her gumption, like, get some respect for that trach she pulled.
Also,
man,
her statement before of, like, I don't end up in malpractice lawsuits because I don't do anything in the room that would possibly land me in one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That does.
Yeah.
That shit was risky, but also, damn.
Right.
And then, man, when surgery walks in right after and, like, would you use a fucking hatchet? Yeah, no, I guess we can fix it.
I like that even in an ER, they're going to die within the hour.
Right.
But all these 4 people can see on the thing, we have 60 seconds before this kid fucking flatlines, and then we're probably not, like...
Right, there's no saving him. His stats are bad.
And he's so young, we can't put the trach in it. Like,
when they run down the list of, like, you can't... I don't know what a crike is, but, like, no, we can't do that. Well, what about this? No, that won't work because of this other reason.
And even, man, when Robbie goes, fuck it. Like, but he's kind of like, oh, shit, that sounds nuts.
When they all, like, so how many of those have you done? First one. And,
I haven't done that
look over
shit.
at Robbie and, like, so was there someone else in the room that's done one? And Robbie's like, I have never. And she's like, I did one on a sim. Or, I practiced them on a sim.
Yeah.
But that was back in college.
Also, she's ingratiated into the group because guess who comes down to yell at her? And like,
Right.
well, fuck, and she gets the, well, fuck you. I'm glad she's just like, and
Right.
which is like, man, that's so that engenders you to everyone on this floor more than anything you've done
And
so
is
far.
a companion to Javari's mom coming downstairs.
Okay, I'm not sure if actual hospitals have this bias,
Weirdly watching Scrubs,
but they're hitting it hard.
We'll talk about it next week, but there's an episode of Scrubs on the or 2 weeks from now. There's an episode of the new Scrubs that's specifically about the rivalry between Med and Surge.
But also all the specialties treat ER like they're fucking hack jobs.
Right.
Like
When she's like, you're learning street medicine that just keeps people alive, and then more talented doctors upstairs fix their mistakes.
Well,
and
which is the weird way to describe the hierarchy of your hospital. Like, you do realize that, yeah, we stabilize them so that you can do it.
Right.
You, the specialist, can do the heart surgery or the fucking...
and I understand that you do things that are so precise you can't do them in this environment.
Yeah.
But no one makes it to you without this environment. Like,
right.
Like, we have to get them in a stable point where you can do your thing.
Well, this is like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's why we call you to do this specific thing. Hey, Shark or whatever his fucking name is, which is like, is they call it because you see a lot of amputees?
Also, dude, Skull. I think it's just because he looks like he's moving through the fucking room. Like,
yeah. And
that guy would be seriously playing.
And shock of all shocks, he's a dick.
Right.
Like, everyone that comes down from the
moron.
upper floor is like, dude, what is your day like that you all come down so pissed?
Right.
Like, you treat coming down here like it's the greatest imposition you've ever suffered.
I feel like there's a writer's room bias definitely towards the ER guys, because everyone else in the hospital's a douche. Well, no, the other, like, the psych people and the social services they have to call are all like fucking saints. Like, those are our people.
Yeah.
All the nurses, everybody else. This man but surgical comes down and our dicks.
Just dick.
So her coming down and just wrecking her daughter was fucking shitty.
Well, she's already gotten hit from that mistake a couple times. So she doesn't really need this
extra, like, not that she's hand waving it away when she's like, it was an oversight, I know. And like,
right. It was an extenuating circumstance that she should have compensated for, but also this is how you learn in an ER. And
also, not every day are we going to be fucking cyber attacked and down.
Yeah.
With Ogilvy up on the roof, with the water slide collapses and they got incoming helicopters. They don't know much about any patient. Just somebody's going to get that helicopter, bring him downstairs. And
man, I thought Ogilvy by the time this was done was going to wash out, because I was like, he's smart, but I don't think he's got the stomach. But by the end of it, it seems like there was a point
mid-episode where
he's not having a good day, but also he's rolling with it.
The leg, I was like, this is it, kid. If you faint with that leg in your hands, you don't work here anymore.
I mean, he wavers a little, but he's got it. He holds it.
Huckleberry's like, hey man, deep breaths. Deep
breaths. Don't drop that leg. Don't drop the leg.
Man.
Don't drop it. Well, I love that. Yeah, I was like, wait, what do you want me to do with this? And like, hold on to it for now. I'm like, well, yeah, you can't.
But you better baby it like a fucking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is bagged up, but infection, like, once it's on your hands that are sterilized, you can't
you can't touch anything else.
You can't you got to hand that to another sterilized.
You just hold it.
You're just holding a human leg.
Tell you where to put it.
When that chick wakes up,
and looks
and
over
sees her fucking leg
sticking up. Is that my leg? I also love the when she just starts screaming, "Can you put it back on?" And both of them go. That sounds like consent. Oh my God, that sounds terrible when I say it out loud, but
that's as good. That feels like as good as we're gonna get right now.
Right? Like, I'm pushing the ketamine. Let's do it. Like, again, this sounds terrible.
Man, they thought she was gonna be unconscious. They thought she was gonna be unconscious for longer. But
ketamine's wearing off.
But also, hey, maybe not. Don't do the feet right by her face.
When is my leg broken? Well, I don't know if I'd call
There's
it.
severe.
Shut your mouth.
I love how Robbie's. There was severe damage to your leg, which is not a lie.
Right, but I like that he looks at Ogilvy and is like, "Shut up, lay the leg down." Like, I didn't place what he was talking about, dude.
This is someone else's leg.
They're gonna run it through the X-ray, so just lay it down where it ought to go, and let's just get an X-ray of it all at once.
Sure.
I'm like, oh my God, of course. So that when the dude comes in, when the shark comes in, and he's looking at like, yeah, no, this will fit back together. Fuck it, let's do it.
To a point where I'm like, I know you can put a finger and a hand back on.
I had the same moment of like,
but I'm like, You put a whole leg back? And apparently...
I think that's part of why he's such a dick of like, I'm not having a bad surgical stat outcome on shitty prep. Like, that's not going to work. Not doing it.
Right, but it's apparently the cut is clean enough where like...
Fitz hit it like a guillotine.
You
guys cut my leg off? Nope. The fall cut your leg off.
Yeah. Well,
be real clear.
That's the thing is that like, it's actually luckily that thing was super sharp. But also, why is that fence that sharp?
That's what the other thing I was like, show me a photo of this fence.
Hey, what's with this fence here? What?
You need to send somebody out to get a photo of that fence right now before they tear it down for your lawsuit.
Yeah, for real. That doesn't seem right.
Y'all are about to own a water park, motherfuckers. So before she has her fucking panic attack, no, sorry, that's it's the surgical lady.
Oh, yeah.
That had slept with Santos.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what's her line? Look, if you want someone to have sex
with
and eat ramen in bed,
I'm your girl.
If you want to complain about Langdon again, get a therapist.
Santos has found the only person more emotionally unavailable than herself.
Right.
Which is, I'm sure, why she's attracted to her. Like, you're all everything I want to be. A dick?
Right.
Like,
also, I love someone finally, as nicely as, I mean, like, nicer than I would want to yell at her, but says to Santos, like, as Santos is losing it of, he should have been fired for this. I'm like, cool, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
You run the hospital, he wasn't fired for it. But 10 months have gone by.
Yeah.
And she's like, so, he gets to go away for 10 months and come back like nothing happened, which not true.
No, we've seen his day. His day sucks.
Like, and he went away for 10 months and did rehab and does not seem to be bitching about it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and then her other end of it is, and meanwhile, for 10 months, I've been treated like a pariah here for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And like,
that's the only reason anyone here could not like me.
And then I was like, okay, I don't know that was true even in the first week. Like, maybe from a couple of nurses, but for the most part, I don't know how long that was true ever. But if 10 months go by, it's not a single action. If 10 months go by and your coworkers still think you suck, that's a daily reinforcement. Like,
what, Fuckleberry likes me?
Exactly. Like, maybe it's because your love language is being terrible. Like, at every turn, like, even the people that she professes to like, are like, her love language is punching them square in the, like, you stupid dick.
In a way that, like, she's also, it would be one thing if she compensated for being really good, but she's been fucking off today.
That's the other part of it. And I think that they, writing-wise, I think they did that to sell, like, the 1-2 of it. Like,
yeah.
Like, you can't be like that and ever have an off day.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Sherlock Holmes gets a case wrong, he's just an asshole.
Yeah, we're not. We shouldn't really accept you could be a genius and talented without being a dick.
Right.
Like, but even then we've been trained as a society to accept it as long as but damn it, you get results. You know, you don't play by the rules, House, but god damn it, you're good.
Right. I'm going through my notes here. The moment of the new old nurse that's helping out Dana, that wants to chain smoke but can't, and like, no, her nicotine gum's not working, and I need her in here, so I'm getting her a fucking nicotine patch prescription. Sign this. Yeah, the
thing was like the
Javari's like, isn't that insurance fraud? Bitch, arrest me. I can use a vacation.
It's a little condescending, but also, come on, man. Like what are you talking about? Like
duh. Like,
oh, goody two shoes over here.
Gosh, yeah.
Okay. Like, and it's like, yeah, but I have insurance and she doesn't. So,
or at least my insurance will casually cover like nicotine patches.
Yeah,
and hers is going to be a dick about it. I also in the notes here, I love seeing Ogilvy overwhelmed. It's just always good. Robbie's biker pal finally shows up.
Yeah.
Who's like,
who have been teased a couple times.
Dude
yeah.
Out of a bunch of shit. I've seen that dude in a ton of stuff.
Man, did you see Huckleberry's face when he said one of our most trusted doctors?
Yes.
He almost like cried.
Yes.
Like, he was,
hold it together, Huckleberry. That's not my name. Don't stop calling yourself that internally.
It's in a monologue. But like that really like, oh man.
I also love that in my notes. Even Robbie's biker mentor thinks leaving on this ride tonight after a 12-hour shift is stupid.
Hey, man, you shouldn't ride that tired.
Like, no one should. I wouldn't. No biker in their right mind would get on a bike after 12 hours of any work day, much less this shit. Like, he can't leave on this trip. Like, by the end of this several episode run of constantly reinforcing this, it's going to character-wise look like an absolute suicide ride into the sunset for him to leave on this fucking thing at the end of this shift.
Langdon taking care of the sister.
Yeah, I do want to... the 1-2 punch of that, I want to end on talking about Mel's sister and then the world's saddest fucking cancer patient. Santos need to get over it. So there's a moment when Langdon's talking to Dana about getting information from the county to make sure that Louis gets buried.
Yeah.
And not like mass graved or something.
Right.
And she's like, hey man, that actually costs real money. Have you talked to your wife about that? Also, it's hard to do that for one person, man. Like, where are you going to draw the line here? We see a lot of homeless people.
Right.
Like,
but Louis was specific to him.
Louis
and
special.
And about his own recovery. She
says a thing of like, the success of your recovery is a testament to the community around you. Like, it's a really nice little quick, like, hey man, like thing to say to him. And Langdon walks off and she immediately looks over to where Robbie's standing. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And it's an emergency room. So like another thing happens. That actress keeps eye contact with Robbie for the whole rest, even though she's background for the rest of that scene. She's looking at him like, I know other people are talking to you, but did you fucking hear me?
Right. There's a thing.
It's really good.
There's a thing where like everyone is like joking, but like for real, what if you had quit?
Right.
Like, who would be running this place? And I feel like she needs to train up Princess to kind of take her spot.
Yeah.
Or somebody,
man.
She needs a protege.
I've been thinking that and they have to be. I've been thinking that the whole season of like, no. What if you left people?
She's the most important person in that entire hospital.
The ramp up. If you have to ramp somebody up because the ramp up will get people killed.
Yeah. No, it has to happen under you have to train your own replacement while still being the fucking only person in the world that could do this.
Well, I think that gets through all my other notes and then the two craziest things in the episode. So you said Langdon caring for Mel's sister.
Yes.
I loved that just because it partly showed how much growth Langdon's had. That was one of the first interactions he had with Mel, was her being like, hey, this patient's autistic, like, just chill. Yeah. We got to dim the lights. It's no big deal.
I know in your view he's being a dick, but
just explain it to him. He'll be cool. And now he like knows to dim the lights. He knows to tell Mel's sister, hey, we'll be gone more than a couple of minutes. You're right.
Yeah.
Here's how this thing.
Well, even his interactions with Santos in the first season, he was being a dick because he knew she was on to him, like, and immediately didn't like her.
And now he's
this one is
professional.
Trying to just be it's a teaching hospital and I'm a teacher, and also you're fucking up.
It's kind of compulsive. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just much more professional, like very, very professional in a way that, not in a great way, but like, oh, thank God you had that drug habit, because you're actually a more professional doctor now than you were before the drug habit.
I'm pretty sure if Santos would chill and have a conversation with him, it might not be the very first time they talk because they don't have any good history, but I don't think it would take very long before he would probably thank her for being hey, thanks for popping the bubble on that before it got to rock bottom.
In a way that Santos needs.
Right.
He got humbled in a way that was actually helpful.
And honestly, he got humbled early enough that it didn't end his career.
Yes.
That could have gone so bad. Fucking bad.
If anything had gone down under his like watch while he was high or whatever, like it doesn't.
He should thank her for being the new.
It would be him up there getting his ass kicked in a deposition.
Absolutely.
Fucking like
Mel.
But he would be on the hook for it.
Absolutely, where she's not,
and she's covered by the hospital. Try not to let this affect your career. Okay, weird thing that I wasn't even thinking about that until you just said it.
It's all I'm thinking about now. So he's helping her sister, and I was thinking this as soon as she said as soon as it sounded like she had a UTI.
Yeah, and I was like,
not that can't
no, you
happen.
You can get a UTI a couple different ways.
Right. You can also get it from having a lot of sex, and
sex is a dirty thing, and
well,
I'm sure you know this, but your private parts need to be clean a lot.
And we kind of bailed out on watching.
Yeah, we fucking parachuted out of that in a way that makes me think we're gonna come back to it next episode.
Right.
But like, she's like, oh yeah, you can get it from a lot of different things, and like, yep. And he also said you can get it from having sex, and like, well, yeah, but
so I'd been wondering that, but they'd been cagey about it, and they'd done a nice thing, then kind of folded it into just explaining medical care to her from her autism standpoint of the HIPAA thing of like, no, I'm not just going to automatically share this with your sister. You and your sister have a wonderful relationship, but this is yours. Welcome to medical care as a grown person. And I love that. Only it's more than that. It's hers to share. I also love that when the moment comes that Mel's like, oh, okay, do you want to share your medical diagnosis with me? Yes.
Yep.
Like, I love that, like, no.
And Langdon gives a quick,
I love that there was it was never a question of, like, I wasn't going to tell you this, but I want, like, he can't.
Well,
I want, like, I liked the flex of, like, the correct rule set of,
well, as
this is mine to
someone
tell.
on the spectrum, like, definitely, like, hey, so she's gonna be so mad when you tell her, well, I can't actually tell it, like, it's
Right. It's yours.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like, oh, okay, do you want me to not tell? I don't want you to, and just the respecting of the wishes.
Like, you didn't tell her? Oh, like, she was like,
well, I mean, he just said he'd be back a few minutes ago, and he lied about. So like,
Don't
she
you
wanted
say
to
it again.
check in that like, well, you broke one promise. Did you break the other? Like,
I see why you like him. Like, also him crushing up her pills for, like, he's just. There was a really cool interaction, but then Mel is already shook to her core from that deposition. Literally walked downstairs from that.
Yeah, I can't imagine it went great.
Bomb drop on her face with the like, but you're not having sex. I am having sex. I'm having a lot of sex.
Yeah, with my boyfriend. Your
like,
boyfriend with like.
You have a boyfriend, like,
in a way
it goes from you're having sex to you're having a boyfriend.
In a way that she just realized how much, despite her being the primary caregiver for her sister,
she's really involved with her sister's life.
She spends not that much time with her because she's at work a lot.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, you're shocked that you don't know there's a boyfriend. But there's a lot of hours in the day where your sister's just fucking hanging, I'm assuming.
Right. And you just assume that she tells you every single thing in her day.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, the way her sister seems, interaction-wise, I think if you don't point blank ask.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna assume that she's probably dating someone else on the spectrum too, from some sort of group thing, or maybe not.
I don't know.
But
I'm picturing a Love on the Spectrum date. That's
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But also,
her sister's fucking awesome.
Your sister is definitely on the. No, she's on the spectrum, but she definitely knows what sex is, the connotations of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like knows the rules that like, yeah, no, man, she knows enough to fucking be a grown adult and consent, and she can fuck like if she wants.
If she wants, like, you don't control her whole, and Mel knows it. Like,
right.
Immediately you can see Mel like, I knew this day would come. I just hoped that.
But it's a way that what was the show we fucking hated for the exact same reason of like,
I'm blanking its name.
But she realizes her sister isn't a child, and in her mind, she's been a child their whole lives, probably because she's on the spectrum, and so she treats her sister with kid gloves like she is a child. And I think Langdon is now teaching Mel a thing that she needs to, because Mel treats other people on the spectrum with respect like they're adults, like that ping pong player, but not her sister. Her sister is different, and she needs to figure out why. And because Langdon treats her like an adult.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you don't want me to tell your sister about that UTI? Whatever, I'm just going to break this down for you. You want me like... but I think Mel really needs to, look into why can I not apply the same rule set to my sister than that I do for every other adult in my life. Like, to me, it would be the tacit admission that, oh, my sister is different.
Yeah.
And I forget the name of that show, but it was the same thing with the brother being a dick about his sister having sex, even though she fully consented to it. And the if she can't consent then or whatever, like, you're arguing she can never consent, and that's fucked up. Like, everything's gonna be okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we bailed out of everything's going to be okay.
Yes.
For that same reason, because he gets so mad at his sister.
So mad at his sister,
for having sex, and she lays out that double standard of it.
Yes.
Of like, what the fuck? Am I a person or not?
But we bailed on that because it's not that the show did that. It was that he left them there to walk home,
and
they come home and apologize to him.
Yes, that's when I was like,
what the fuck?
I keep saying I'm going to go back, like, surely that show writes that.
Surely, but I can't. I can't square that circle.
Still, I've not gone back. So anyway, yeah, Mel's sister dropping that bomb and seeing it on Mel's face was hilarious. I barked laughing, so I laughed so fucking hard. Jesus Christ, I laughed as hard as I did when they threw.
Well, also you got to imagine that
I laughed harder than when they threw the leg at Ogilvy.
You know that her sister's getting laid way more than Mel is.
Oh, we're having so much sex. She's
in a way that
she's like, no, I have to stress how much.
After Mel gets over her baby sister, she's gonna be super jealous and pissed.
Oh my gosh.
Like, man, the only one that's ever that showed any interest in me was a fucking fugitive that just fled this hospital.
Right. So we talked about Rookie pulling a hairpin turn this week on like funny shit to
oh my god, that was very serious.
The Pitt, like in the same way that, like, I love the Rookie, but it's a cute ABC show, and then the Pitt is a dead serious HBO show. At the same jump here, turn it. Oh.
The water park slide thing is a disaster, but like while all this crazy stuff is going on, the whole time, like since episode 1, I think this woman has been dying.
Yes,
with
an incredibly supportive family, but. She is,
and basically they're letting her die here so that for the psychological effect of not, so that you don't have to live.
I want to hug this hospital. This does not get to happen very often.
So they don't have to live in the house where their mom died.
Right.
And I'm like, man, you guys are fucking mensches, because that's you don't have to let them do this. But
my mom and
they're so busy. They need the beds, but man, let that woman die with some dignity.
And also, like here they take a step where, like, in the same way, like, isn't that insurance fraud? Like they take a step where Robbie's like, okay, yes, I understand that technically the dose of morphine we're going to give her could stop her breathing. But...
Well, the split hair of it, like they're very clear about what's happening is that we cannot euthanize her or whatever. We can manage her pain, and as long as we explain what the possible side effects of that management are, and she's okay with that, then, because like we can give her enough morphine to accomplish the pain, but it also could stop your respiratory system, and because you have a DNR,
but it is not guaranteed to kill you.
And
like, ask half of rock stardom.
Right. And so, like, and if you do arrest, you have a do not resuscitate, so we won't be able to break. You see what I like? It's
you see where I'm getting here, and the family gets it.
Right, and it's a weird line to walk, but it's also like, yeah, we probably should just, there should be a procedure of something like this.
What killed me here was that, like, I hope people don't come away thinking that this is something that, in that exception rule that people have in their heads of like, when it's my loved one. No, man,
this could easily have been, no, take her home. We're not dealing with this here.
Yeah, because like I have a loved one that just starved to death at home,
and she could die in a horrible way at home, in a way that would just be psychologically scarring to her entire family. I like that the kids say goodbye but leave the room when the husband is there, and she doesn't want him to see her die because of him, but he wants to be there for the final moments because that's for her. And like, but you deserve to, not be alone as you die. And like, what pain are you willing to take on? Excuse me. To yourself. Oh wow, got a little emotional there.
I teared up on just a like, goddamn.
If you've ever had a loved one like that, it's a very hard conversation and line to have. Who in the family is close enough to be in that room? And
McKay's conversation with the kid of like, no one's going to.
No one can force you to go in there, but I can guarantee you that if you do not,
how long your life is going to be of wishing you had is going to suck, dude. You make yourself go in there.
Right.
And like, yeah, that was fucking harsh. And that, like you said, they've been doling that out. It's been a sad through line of like this poignant through line for all of the episodes, but to turn on a dime right after.
Well, it goes to credits on that injection of the, and like, it is. I mean, I guess I don't know for sure, but like, that's it. She's done.
Probably.
Like we're gonna see the fallout of that in the next episode, but she's done.
I suspect that room will just be empty at the start of the next episode.
Yeah, like just, and they finally got a free bed, and that Fiona Dorff and
that'll be they finally got a free bed,
and they're gonna have to move on, even though, and Fiona Dorff, wow, is basically doing the having empathy for your patient, but also you need to have a barrier so that you can do your job. It's a fucked up hard thing of like, you can't be completely cut off. You need to be empathetic enough to make this comfortable for them.
You have to be able to survive this. You have to be able to put this down.
Yeah. Right.
Because otherwise it's you're just here for the tragedy part one time after another.
Yeah.
Like you can't, it'll kill you.
You have to look at it as you're helping these people transition.
Yeah.
And like,
this show's so good it's fucking up medical shows for me. I'm loving it. This is every time a new hot shit hospital show comes along, its tone tends to set medical shows for me for a minute.
Yeah.
Where like it's hard to switch. Like now I want everything paced and done like the Pitt. Not that it's the realest. It feels very real, but I'm sure 10 or 20 years from now we'll look back at the Pitt and go, that's such artifice.
Even having to deal with Louis, the county not coming to get Louis right. Like, Jesus Christ, he's just been laying in there. Can someone get this corpse
out of our
fucking
break room or wherever the fuck he is?
Like, she was like, man, if they're not here in 20 minutes, I'm just going to wheel them down to the morgue myself. Yeah. Like,
man, them just having people like, double knot your shoes and stay hydrated. Fly, my pretties. Like just having people like they have somebody that like every 15 minutes you're running these orders down to CVS and picking up whatever they've got and running back.
Yeah, whatever tests are ready. Yeah, like old God school.
Damn,
running.
Go pick up meds and run back here. Yeah. If you're not watching this show, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man. It's awesome. Find somebody's HBO Max password and
that woman just wandering through the hall like, can I go to the bathroom? I'm not your doctor.
Not your doctor. It says right there, I am a doctor. Right. I am not your doctor.
Which is funny. We don't give her shit for being a dick to patients, but like Robbie gets a dick for his
I was a little annoyed at her for being a dick to everybody, but also like in one of those like you have to basically say it's the same with Robbie. Like you have to basically say what you said.
Yeah.
Like I'm not actually asking you to change the content of the message here. But you can't say it like that.
But you basically went, I'm sorry, you crying because of your mommy? Get your fucking shit.
You make a future problem saying it the way you said it. Yeah. And I don't want to deal with that future problem. Yeah.
It's like your mommy issues.
Oh my
God. You.
Fuck you. Go home. God damn, dude. But also, what is your mom calling about? Is your mom dead?
Jesus. More like a Ravenna bitch.
Sing!
Yowza!
Well, on that note, let's move on to our actual show of the week.
Yes.
Monarch!
Do you hear that?
This is not Kong.
And it's not Godzilla. This is something bigger.
Which we turned on our Apple TV special for, just for this. We're also going to watch a bunch of other stuff on Apple TV while we got it on.
Are we? Are we just going to rewatch?
I say a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of Severance.
Right. Pluribus and Ted Lasso.
Yeah. But I know you're going to finish out Big Door Prize.
Like, eventually I'll actually remember that exists before you say it. Like
Never. So, Monarch Legacy of Monsters, that season 1 was a lot of fun. These movies are a blast. Season 1 already was overcoming what could have been a real Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. problem of like being the TV show that kind of maybe ties to these movies.
Right.
They drag a character, Kiersey Clemens, I think her character just kind of gets dragged along for a lot of the Like, it's an unfortunate role. Like, she's just the character that's like, I'm sorry, we're doing what? I don't want to be in Antarctica. Through the whole first season, and I never like a character that has to get dragged through a plot. That always sucks. And so that is still a little bit of a problem, but we are 3 episodes in now to this show, and she finally did something. I yelled at her for it before she finally took the position of it, but she's finally doing something active that at least seems like it plays to what she enjoys, which is being slightly devious and mad about it. Which I can accept that. So this show's fucking convoluted. The series that it's part of movie-wise is convoluted. There's an Earth inside Earth, and there's a time differential, and shit gets wonky real quick.
Well, there's a time differential in the one spot they find and in none of the movies.
Right.
Like, they go to Hollow Earth all the time and never lose time.
And don't lose, like, years, decades. Yeah.
But they find Axis Mundi, which is the first foray into Hollow Earth, and for whatever reason, that is a time slip thing in it.
Yeah. And so now you've got, my God, you have a main character from the 50s timeline that got lost in Hollow Earth and got picked back up. She's still the same age because it's not been long for her. Kurt Russell is decades older. Of course, we saw John Goodman. I don't remember the actor's name. Anders from from Workaholics. We know how he eventually dies. Her kids are a little bit older than her, I feel, at this point now. Like, her son,
is like
Kentaro. Kentaro is like a little bit older than her.
Yeah, her grandparents are still younger than her by a little bit.
Yeah, thank Christ.
Like, she's got a decade on them, but like...
She just more seems like, were you raised Amish or whatever, you seem like 10 years older than us, but 50 years difference in culture.
She's one of the funnest parts of season 2, because bringing her back is a constant... Every time she opens her mouth to ask a question, you just have to remember, oh my God, you're so far behind.
My God. It's either an amazing pop culture, like, what's G-Day? Or just something that, like, everyone in the room turns around and like, what? Oh my God, you don't know. Or it's a personal character thing of like, hey, did my grandkids have 2 different moms?
Like, was he married twice?
Not my story to tell. Like, seems like an odd question not be able to give a simple yes or no to.
Right?
Like, Kurt Russell fucking dodges that bullet.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not for me.
And I love as soon as they meet back up again of like, I think we should split up and just swap who we're with. You two go together for no reason at all.
So awkward 20 minutes of silence I had to go endure.
So this show is, because it's convoluted, it's difficult to talk about, and we're jumping into season 2. I'm just going to full on say, Monarch's a blast. These movies are big, stupid fun, and this show...
It's so weird.
Completely flips the script on that Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. problem. It makes it fun to see the interconnection.
Because for the first movie was so disappointing to you.
Yeah. No, I did not.
You didn't watch. Like the rest of them, I was like,
got fun.
Yeah, and really,
that first one it's not bad. It's just determined to not be fun.
Yeah, and the second one is also determined not to be fun, but at least it has an epic scale. Like it's trying to be. These are gods. And only until Skull Island happens does it become a Harryhausen movie.
No, is that a monkey?
And a monkey. Yeah. And then after that, the Versus movies are wrestling movies, and that to me is my sweet spot.
To me, the first 2 are prequels done by someone else, filling in backstory I don't care about for the start of the franchise, which is Skull Island. Because like you said, it changes genre. Like, you know, if you only liked Aliens but not the other ones.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, calling Skull Island's a fucking blast. The animated Skull Island's a fucking blast. Monarch is one of the most just slam bang action fun things on Apple. So easily.
They're continuing the flashback storyline in a way that kind of hurts shows like Arrow or something.
Arrow.
But this one is at least fun because they're at least reflecting it back, not only plot-wise, but emotionally because of the things that are going on with Kay and Lee.
Like, Kentaro's scared to tell his mom that, wasn't really married twice, kind of had 2 families, had a secret family in another country, no big deal. And he thinks that she's going to be mad.
I love 2 people, Mom, at the same time, you wouldn't understand.
Right. And, like you pointed out of, like, he's been given shit about this so much.
In season 1, it's
like,
basically all anyone.
Yeah.
Well, one they think he's dead for a minute, and
Uh-huh.
then basically just catch up to him, and like the season 1 episode 1 starts with her meeting her half brother she's never seen before. Like, how do you know my dad? He's my dad. Okay.
And of course, we're seeing in flashbacks that, like, oh no, man, she's gonna understand this,
Yeah.
and that it's really a nice way to use that. They make use of the time differential a lot, not just to have Wyatt Russell play Kurt Russell. Jesus Christ, every once in a while he's so much like his dad, it's eerie. He'll say something and I'm like, God.
Yeah, I saw them do a press junket together. It must be just fun to do that as a father-son. Like, man, just get to spend time together.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like Kentaro is so like what do you call it? The he's so like resentful of Monarch,
Mm-hmm.
even though he kind of like works with them at a certain point. Like the everyone in his life, his parental figures basically disappeared because their first love was always whoever they loved in their lives or whatever. It always came secondary to
Right.
this fucking science nerd
Yeah,
shit.
no, Monarch is the thing that everybody's always loved more than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like it's well played, I think. His love-hate with it comes off really nicely.
Mhm.
And like you pointed out, this show is getting to fill in what should be like a Marvel level, we always meant to do that, retcon. In these movies, it wildly swings back and forth whether Monarch is a joke or taken seriously or a villain or a NASA-style like force for science
Yeah.
or what. And instead of that being like a
Or
huge
in like
plot
Kong
problem,
Skull Island, which they're crackpots. No
Right.
one believes them.
and instead we get to have a show that basically gets to explain that inner working, and part of that gets to be the people that are caught up in that swing.
The Monarch is
This is a guy who's lost parents to it being an insane, like, I don't know, they go off and do fucking dumb crazy shit I can't explain, to losing loved ones because, well, now it's a fucking black box conspiracy site they'll vanish you to.
It's a constant. Monarch was founded on a constant push and pull between military and science.
Mm-hmm.
So the nerds and soldiers are constantly at odds with one another of who's actually in charge of Monarch. And then Apex comes in
So
from.
now we have Apex Cybernetics.
Mhm.
And they so at the start of this season, at the end of last season, we've lost Lee. We lost Kurt Russell back in the Hollow, back in Axis Mundi. And like literally like time is of the essence from one side at least. We were laughing that like, so Lee's down there like watching the clock going 2 minutes. So y'all been fucking around for 2 months then, huh? Or
No,
ever how long at the time.
Seriously, it only takes a couple days for them to get back there, which is basically nothing for him.
Right.
But to me, that's a retcon for they didn't know if they were going to get a season 2, and also if they thought that they were going to get a season 2, they don't know if they're going to get Kurt Russell back.
How much time with Kurt? Yeah, are you going to get? So going to get him is a full-on fuck you rescue mission in the first couple of episodes of like, no, Monarch does not want to, like the head of Monarch, who's a real like Cuddy telling House quit taking Vicodin and treating people, stick in the mud. It's not that actress, but she reminds me of her. But she won't let him risk any more lives.
Yeah.
So she ends up going with him on this crazy fucking thing to stop him, and then she dies there.
Right.
Which, I mean, guess that's the life we risked, was the friends we made along the way. So Kate now feels fucking horrible. Honestly, this plays out really well. The first 3 episodes, we watch Kate go back and open a fucking hole back to Axis Mundi. We rescue Lee. Great job. We also release another Titan that honestly looks like a fucking something between the Kraken and an Elder God.
Who has already killed one person.
Right. Kills the head of Monarch immediately and heads for land.
So
and like a bullet.
So feels like yeah, we're already to 0 for lives saved in that mission.
Right. You just basically traded her for Lee.
Right. And
I really like Kate having to wrestle with, it's one of the few times where like what could be really cheesy flashbacks constantly of a character getting overwhelmed by memory really works, because Kate is having this huge problem in episode 3 of being back at the site where her backstory and the losing the school bus and all of that, like, and realizing, like, son of a bitch, if that thing makes landfall, I will have directly.
Yeah, it's reliving it all again. Only now it's
someone,
100% my fault.
And that really plays. That really hit. They, of course, are going to try to. Our team is going to try to make a dog whistle to pull the thing that got loose when they rescued Lee.
Well, they realize that, like, because one of the scarab things gets on the ship with them that accompany this thing that seem to, like, I don't know if it's
those things are creepy.
I don't know if it's a symbiotic relationship or if those are like babies, but like it doesn't seem like they don't really look like it.
No, but there's something to it. Yeah, it definitely.
But it releases a scream that is all of it, like suddenly like some sort of weird big wave. Like it felt like, okay, that's disproportionate to the size of that creature, but
it can't make that over and over. It's got to have like burst an organ to do that, right?
And only one of our crew really feels it.
Right. Well, something in their family, the Randa women seem to feel this thing psychically because she's feeling it in the flashbacks. Kay's feeling it in the flashbacks.
If they had the forethought, they might have connected it back to the actress from the second movie. I forget the Asian actress, but she was actually the granddaughter of the two women that played the twins that summoned Mothra in the original movies.
Yes. Okay.
That not this character. They're not related to her at all.
But like again, that would fit right in right here.
Right.
Yeah. When they in the past flashback, when they show up to the fishing village, where the first time that they've seen this kaiju that's new to everybody else, this Titan. When they show up to that fishing village, my first thought was like, "So y'all have not even read Dagon. You definitely haven't seen the movie of it. Like, you turn the fuck around. Like, they walk into the camera rolls into that town, and we were like, so that's definitely an altar. That's still bloody.
It's a big stone
weird carvings in it.
Dais in the middle of this big circle, and it's got blood. And I'm like, come on, man! They didn't even wash it off for the last sacrifice.
Like maybe they're Fit's a fishing village. Maybe they clean their fish here.
So weird that we were actually like, oh, they actually do fucking.
I was so surprised. Yeah, no. Later on, they actually used that, and they got a fish on it.
I shouldn't
to
be
summon a monster to kill humans, but well,
I was like, I shouldn't be so quick to assume of other cultures.
Right,
like, nope, fuck all these people.
That was fucking right.
It's an evil village.
So yeah, I this franchise really has so much fun with the border between an eldritch terror and something that could wrestle.
Yeah.
I can't explain how fun that is. Like, you've got some Lovecraft things that can get kicked in the nards, and that's just fucking great. Because like
Kong is pissed.
So we had just watched Jason Takes Manhattan, where they have to do the Lord's work to have a million different psychic tricks to try to give Jason any kind of fucking personality. And in here, Kong's got personality for days. Because he's only in it for just a second. They lose that Titan as it... Like, they're realizing, like, son of a bitch, if it hits water, it boom! Like, there it goes.
He takes a nap to, like, just... Because he's tired from wrecking up their other shit when they summoned it before.
And he's just laying there trying to take a nap. Yeah, and they wake his ass up by doing some dumb shit. Popping a hold of the Hollow Earth on his island. And, like, they know the rule. Like, hey, that's Kong's Island, though. I know, we know. No, I don't think you do. That's Kong's Island, though.
Well, also they have to run into a rat, which is like the
fucking hail Ratma. What the shit is that thing, man?
This mangy looking fucking sewer rat thing.
Hard to kill too. So I love how everything on Skull Island is like crazy looking, and as you're staring at it, it gets eaten by something else. Like that hawk thing that shoots lightning and kills the other thing that we were scared of before. Like, what the fuck? But Kong, when they lose the sea monster Kraken Titan, and it hits water, and they realize like it's like if you're chasing Namor on foot, and then he dives into the water, and like, oh well, there he goes, like sonic boom, just boom, that thing hits the water and bolts, and Kong turns around and looks at the like he does his yelling Kong thing, but in the middle of it, man, he turns with a look that it can mean nothing else but fuck you. This is on you,
man,
fucks.
He all but flips them off. Like,
man,
he yells directly at them.
Like, he is straight up looking at them in that helicopter of like, this is on you.
This is your goddamn fault.
And I love that monkey. God damn it. Yeah, the little scarab creatures are a creepy, cool design. The whole town that worships them is a trip. The show manages to pack in a lot of cool stuff. They've managed to start to maybe deal with my least favorite character trait on the Kiersey Clemens character.
Yeah.
She is at least starting to have more to do. I still want her to be more active. I want her to choose to do something. There were a couple of missed opportunities already in these episodes of like, have her do the thing, and then it'll at least be her fault, but something proactive, you know? But overall, man, I'm enjoying season 2. It reminded me immediately, same with Paradise last week, that like, oh shit, I immediately have to go rewatch
the
season 1.
Well, Kurt Russell being back is obviously like the season 2's plot is basically just from a thing they have to do from the end of season 1, because like we have to go save this guy.
We had to save him, and by saving him,
right. But also it gives us an opportunity to switch up Monarch again, because what's his name from the second movies shows up. When
they lose the head of Monarch, we know where she is. She's in a lot of pieces on Skull Island. Some of it's probably in Axis Mundi. But Tim, the Beardo, gets promoted, even though he doesn't want it, in a hilarious, like, no, there's got to be someone we can call. That can't be right. Are you sure? But him vacillating and not, I mean, he's right. He's really good at working here, but he shouldn't be in the leadership role. He listens to Lee, who is also right, but technically a criminal. And that pretty believably results in Apex being handed control for at least until this Titan thing's dealt with.
Right.
We'll give it right back. And they're both a little bit right. Tim is like, no, it's super suspicious that the government just handed Monarch over to Apex. What's going on? And, man, I'm blanking on her name. Kiersey Clemens' character is like, I mean, come on, man. It's kind of how the world works.
Right.
And, like...
No, but I mean more shady than usual shady.
Yeah. And, like, she's also a little bit right, you know?
Well, because we've lightened up Monarch since in season 1 we had a bunch of industrial espionage level stuff too, which is why they needed a hacker and a coder, because there was a bunch of spy like stuff in regards to Monarch, because they're trying to keep the secret, and Monarch is after them. So now that they're kind of teamed up with Monarch, we need another organization that can kind of provide that same level of espionage and stuff that can provide plot and character conflict that doesn't involve a giant CG monster.
Right.
Because we definitely
Tell me more about these characters.
Because you could definitely tell, like, man, they ditched Skull Island after that first episode.
Yeah, they do.
And then they go to a fucking...
Cora. That's her name. Cora Mateo.
And they go to a giant ship that looks really cool from the outside, which we spend most of the time in
hallways.
In hallways and fucking that sets are like, man, you could definitely tell, like, okay, you could have a little bit of Skull Island, but the rest of your show is in these hallways.
And I make pretty good use of it. Like, we get some War Games NORAD.
Well, also they get to shoot in Tokyo,
center,
which is pretty cool. Like at least some of that is like, oh, that looks like a legit Tokyo street. I think they shot in. At
some point, like, we definitely had at least the volume and the CG green screens ready for the G-Day. Like, man, they still haven't finished that bridge. Like, all of that shit. Because, when Kate goes and looks at all that, I was like, oh, yeah, that's exactly from... Of course it is. It's probably a giant green screen and a bunch of volume in front of her. Of course, it looks exactly the same. Also, they are still not done building that bridge. So
in a way that you want to... They don't... So that's before the second movie, right? So they only know G-Day.
Right.
And so they know that there's a giant goddamn monster out there, but, like...
Right.
They don't know that, hey, yo, so things are about to get a lot... Like, you got to get faster at rebuilding, is what I'm...
Right.
You're going to have to get better at this.
This is going to get a lot worse.
This is going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. Because, this... so the show falls in 2017, where they are in season 2, which puts it, 2 years, I think, before... It said before Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Yes. Oh, that's why they only have access, pun intended, to Access Mundi. They don't have access to Hollow Earth yet. To get to the Hollow Earth, they have to follow a Titan down there.
That's right.
And like piggyback off.
Their thing only gets them to yeah.
So it gets them to a weird pseudo.
Right. They're in like
Earth.
a purgatory.
Yeah.
With I don't know, deer pigs and shit.
Mm-hmm. It's still a bunch of like crazy. I like the idea that Kong Skull Island is just where the Hollow Earth has. There's points in where the Hollow Earth kind of sticks out.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what makes fucking Kong Skull Island a crazy
insane place.
Monster island. I really like, to me, like watching the little parts of Skull Island. I'm like, God damn it! Why isn't there a sequel of just or more Skull Island the cartoon? Like, because that whole island,
that's so bad. That island's badass.
That island rules. I love all the
that
creatures.
Cartoon was super fun, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, also, God, the reveal at the start of like, no, even the adjacent islands to this thing are at least weird. Anything that swam over here at any point, fuck shit up.
Archipelago shit.
Yeah,
like.
And they're like, no, one of these islands has like a tunnel underneath it that goes to the worst Fraggle Rock ever.
Right. Have you seen my dog? I feel like you don't know what a dog is.
I want to rewatch that. So yeah, I'm super fucking stoked that Monarch's back on. 1 week at a time is gonna kill me. We're 3 weeks in, and it comes on Fridays. I'm like, damn it, I want all of it right now. I would have binge watched this already.
Right. I was wondering if the monster they unleashed was a reference to an older Godzilla monster, and like, they might have had to pay the licensing for that.
Right. I don't know what the
I don't know what the rights stuff is, but I know that's why they had to call it Godzilla X Kong or something. It's because there's actually like a copyright for the verses or vice versa. It's super weird.
That makes sense actually.
But I was thinking like, man, that would be cool if it looked kind of like Biollante, the plant monster thing. That was always one of my favorite looks from the previous one. It'd be great if they had Anguirus just show up to get his ass kicked.
Right.
I don't know how much Godzilla lore you know, but like there's like Anguirus is a staple monster that shows up, has never won a fight in any movie. Like not one time has it ever won a goddamn fight.
Currently they're just calling that thing Titan X.
All right. Yeah, I'm not exactly a huge Godzilla lore nerd or whatever. I only know a couple of them, but like it looked like, oh yeah, it would be cool if it was one of the tentacle ones in the old
Usually came from space, or
space was always a good one, but they were harder to do with puppets.
Yes,
because it had to be a puppeteer doing a thing, a bunch of stuff, rather than most of the time it was a guy in a suit that you could do, and that's a little easier. Yeah. So the things like Ghidorah and stuff had to have puppeteers doing their heads.
And somebody has to run the wings.
Yeah.
And things, and
So like it's a little harder. Like, so I always kind of thought those monsters were cool because they were distinctly a little different.
Right.
They moved
clearly
different.
Were more difficult to fucking do. Yeah. I'm interested to see where they go with Titan X here, and Apex improving the sensors and taking everything over. I'm interested to see where the back and forth of like who's mole out moles who's spy, because like Apex can't win. They're clearly fucking villains. Like they're just villainous.
Well, it's funny because they don't become prominent until the Godzilla versus Kong movie. In the second movie, that guy is there, but I don't think they mention Apex yet.
Right.
So I think he's a tech liaison with Monarch, and like
at this point, I think until like they may have just in the show changed, because in the first few movies they are advanced predatory experiments, or
whatever. It's
like it's APE like experiments, and now they're Apex Cybernetics. But I think that name change may have just happened in the
right.
It happened between two of the movies. Might as
well,
they're
the guys that are gonna make a fucking Mecha Godzilla.
Yes.
So
like, and watching them slowly make a play, like it's like watching AIM slowly bide their time until Hydra fucks up. And then AIM's like, hey, we'll take your shit over. Why don't we become Sword? Because these in that same Rogue One problem, you know that like Titan X can't really make landfall because this is where it falls in these movies. But also, I know Apex isn't that big a shit yet, and it's kind of I'm enjoying knowing that like
this is their move.
Our Goonies 2 team is going to fuck them up.
Right.
Like they're going to
least
delay
in the
them,
interim,
at least delay them. Like they're gonna like, we'll get you later, Monarch. Like sure you will, Apex. And no, they will. But but for now, I know that this season I'm going to get to watch them foil Apex's current plan.
Right.
At least a little bit.
Well, it's I'm surprised they don't use it as an excuse. Like, so Ken Watanabe is still alive in this timeline,
right?
Like, is there a reason he like? And I'm imagining is this just like, we don't want to actually we're already paying for Kurt Russell,
right?
We don't want to pay for O'Shea Jackson and Ken Watanabe. Because O'Shea Jackson was in the second movie, like before he was like, now he's probably a lot more expensive.
So go pay for O'Shea Jackson. God damn it, I love.
I mean, not that much more expensive.
But like,
come on.
You always go get character actor Margot Martindale.
My guess is that if they couldn't get Kurt Russell back, they would have gotten Ken Watanabe.
Right.
Like
they probably would have gotten Ken Watanabe and O'Shea Jackson.
Right. And then
like I feel like you get two players when you trade Kurt Russell.
Well, if they don't get Kurt Russell back, are they going to get Wyatt Russell back? Do they have to ditch the flashbacks?
Right? Is it like only a like? No, man, we're just doing family trips this year. Like, if I can't be on a show with my dad, I don't think I'm going to do it. We're going to wait a year.
The show has to eat its Russell sprouts. Just force it to.
Indeed.
Well, also I like the love triangle between Billy, Lee, and Kay. In a way that Wyatt Russell is so good. I'm so tired of babysitting you two, you dumb, excited scientists.
Yeah.
Do you realize how hard it is to keep you guys alive?
Like for real. I lost my gun back. God damn it. Like, give them the fucking camera.
You can't, like, do you
really?
really?
Then we won't have it. Yeah, okay. You think they'll let us live? Maybe. Give them the camera.
God damn. Like, other than, that Lee is just willing it's not that he's not curious or whatever. He's just, like, not willing to die over any of this.
Right. Over anything. Yeah. No, I respect that. So,
man, are you using drones now? God damn it.
Everything she says. You got anything else
no,
thinking out about it? I think that's probably going to wrap it up for us on...
Yeah, I'm just excited.
Definitely add this to desserts because we have Monarch each week. Next week, we're going to check out Starfleet Academy.
All right.
A Patreon request. I'm always hit or miss on Star Trek. I usually generally enjoy the idea of it.
If Lower Decks didn't exist, I would be excited to watch Starfleet Academy. It looks up my alley.
Right.
But now that Lower Decks is canceled, all I'm going to be is mad that...
Why are we making this not Lower Decks?
Yeah.
This show...
It's going to be a minute to
sounds like it has irritated overall Star Trek fans, and
that makes me happy.
I'm always happy to watch something that bothers the fan base of anything. Literally any property. If it's bothering the main fan base, I'm a little more interested to see it. I know that's just a cruel streak in me, but whatever. So we're going to check that out next week. You can also head over to Patreon, check out our bonus Friday the 13th episode. And you can also hear us talk about War Machine.
Yes.
With Alan Richson as he solves an alien invasion with largeness.
Indeed.
And until next time.
TV Dudes, out. Godzilla roar.
To destroy a monster takes another monster. We need Kong and Godzilla.
What if they make the situation worse? You're trying to play God. No man should play God.
I lost people I loved. Don't make the same mistake I did.
In the end, only one thing matters. Who wins?